In 1982, Fergus rolled off the production line and he's actually 43 years old today. Well, no, age is not on his side, and it's been our home on wheels for the last 4 years. We've lived so many incredible adventures together and unfortunately too many breakdowns. And guys, it hasn't been an easy decision, but we can't do this anymore. So we had to get a new one. Let us show you.
In 2025, this Volkswagen California rolled off the production line, and that is going to be our new home on wheels for only 2 weeks. A huge shout out to Volkswagen for sending us out this California to test drive and show you guys what it's all about. And also, we are not getting rid of Fergus. We can't afford one of these yet.
So in this video, we are going to compare a 1982 T3, which costs 3,000, to a brand new T7 California, which costs nearly 100,000. Let's start with a quick van tour of Fergus's great-great-great-great-grandchild. Okay, so where do we even start? We are not used to any of this luxury. This van is incredible. It's the T7 California Ocean model. It carries 4 people and also sleeps 4 people. We'll show you the pop-up roof in a minute. Nothing like Fergus. We are here at the back. There's twin sliding doors, which is quite a unique concept and also makes the van feel so much bigger. While we're here, let us show you the kitchen area. The Ocean model comes with a sink and a single gas hob. Down here, you have loads of storage, and it comes with this little drawer. It's so nice because you can keep all of your knives and forks nice and organized, not like in Fergus where everything is everywhere. Down here, you can access your grey water tank. You have 2 230 outlets, a USB-C, more storage down here. And then what I love is that you just close this here and it's nice and tucked away. And before we move away from the kitchen, here we have the fridge. It's quite big, you can fit a lot into it, and of course Shane already has his Irish milk in it. And for having your breakfast outside, Volkswagen has a little table here, and you have a leg, just put it out, clip it in there, and there you go, you have a table for having a little lunch outside. I love this. Volkswagen really did think of everything. Oh, and also there's an extra 230 socket in there.
As Annie said before, this van can sleep 4 people, 2 down here and 2 upstairs. So let me show you how you turn this into a bedroom. And it's a very clever design from Volkswagen. All you have to do is click this lever here. Your seat can slide forward. You can pull this lever here. Your seat will drop down. You pull this lever, it drops down like that. And you can slide your seat back the ways. And then the cushion folds out, creating a double bed. And that's going to be brilliant. You can sleep 2 down here and 2 upstairs. The T7 California would be perfect for any family because, as I said before, you can carry 4 people, and the back seats here have all your fixings for your baby seats and everything, so it's going to be perfect for any family adventure. We won't need one anytime soon.
Well.
So everything in this van just feels like luxury. Even the buckles for your holding on your cushion is like luxury. It's brand spanking new. Nobody's ever even used these.
It smells lovely.
It's the first time ever smelling a new car. So moving around to the back of the van, this here is going to be your mattress basically. So all you have to do is open it up with this strap, fold it out, push it forward, and just like that, you have another double bed downstairs. God, I love this van. Oh my God. Annie, what have we been doing for the last like 4 years in Fergus?
I have no idea.
We should have one of these. This here is absolutely incredible. So comfy. In the back of this van, it is somewhat similar to Fergus, just slightly better. These are your storage. Slightly. So you have plenty of storage in here for your clothes. As you can see, Annie already has her clothes in here for our adventure. You can open this one. You have more storage, you have your window blinds and everything is in there. You have more storage down here. As Annie said before, it's nicely tucked away behind these sliding doors, so nothing has to open out. So if you have anything on the bed, it doesn't really matter. You can just slide them out like that. And moving over to this side of the van, this is probably one of my favorite features in the van, and I wish we had something like this in Fergus. This is actually all storage. You have everything in there. It's great for like your socks or anything, or if you want to put chargers. That there is one of the coolest features on the van. Storage is a huge factor in this van, and one of the best storage solutions that they have is this storage cupboard up here that you can fit an absolute ton of clothes in. I know in older models they had speakers up here, so the fact that they don't have speakers anymore and they have all this for storage is a huge benefit. I wanted to put something like this in Fergus, but we just couldn't make it work.
So welcome upstairs. This is a big double bed, sleeps 2 more people. Honestly, this van is so spacious and it has lights up here as well. And what I love the most about upstairs is the views. You can have a 360 view of around you and you just feel like you are outside. Check this out. This is my favorite part of the van and I wish we had this in Fergus. You have like a control panel here, it's touchscreen. You can change the language. I want to change it to Spanish so Shane can't control it. You can just play with this, it's so cool. Turn the lights on and off again. All these different settings, like. Coming from Fergus to this is like night and day.
Over here at the back of the van, you have even more storage underneath the bed. And another cool feature from Volkswagen is that the California comes with these window vents, just like Fergus. So you can pop them in and you can keep the mosquitoes outside, but you can let the fresh air in, which is really cool. And I like how they fold for easy storage. Over here is where you have your fresh water tank. So as Annie said before, it is a 29 litre tank and you can fill it from in here. So that is where you fill your water from. And another cool feature is that this is actually a shower, and Volkswagen were very, very clever when they designed this. So in this cupboard here, if you reach in here, you are going to have your own shower. So you can connect that up. You can turn on your shower and you can have an outdoor shower. That is amazing. We need to have that in Fergus. We almost forgot there is even more stuff on this van. At the back door, Volkswagen has included these camping chairs right here, which is really, really convenient. You can open them up, slide out, and you have your own camping chairs.
Oh my god.
So when you're at the beach, you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
Oh my god. They are brilliant.
That's, oh my god, this van is just, it just keeps getting better and better. And as easy as that, your chairs are stowed away for the next day when you go to the beach. This van is just getting better and better. So
now that we've given you a quick tour of this brand new VW T7 California, let's compare a €3,000 1982 Volkswagen T25 to this nearly €100,000 VW T7 California. Let's see how much Volkswagen's technology has changed in 43 years. First off, we are going to start with the keys. So let's start with Fergus's key. This looks like a regular house key, and for every door we have another key. It's so hard to know which is for which. They all look the exact same. And this here is the key for the VW T7. You can even open the sliding doors from it. Just like that. Pressing a button. Both sliding doors just open up. The technology has definitely changed with the keys. Next up, we're going to compare the driver's doors. So in this 1982, the door is as stiff and it's quite hard to open. Oh, I have to use both hands. And then to close it, you have to give it a good bang or you'll not get it. Just like that. So now let's move on to the T7. One finger. So easy, so smooth. And I love the sound of it. Onto the sliding doors. This one in Fergus, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the times it doesn't. So you have to open this door and find like a wee lever, put it up, and then you'll be able to. So just 1 second. And just like that, you open this sliding door. And then to close it, just like the front door, you have to give it a good whack. Or if not, while you're driving, you have the chance that it'll open up on you. This is one of the changes that I'm most excited about. Look at this sliding door. I mean, technology has definitely changed here. And then to close it, you just press a button. Fergus can't compete here. So let's move inside and compare the pop-up roofs in both vans. This is a funny one. So in Fergus we have like a homemade job, so it's a bit unique. So you have 2 latches on both sides and then push it up, it's a bit loud. And then you have to put either end up. And then when you put the other side, you just have to pray the other one doesn't fall on top of you, which sometimes happens. Just like that. Not very safe. Wait, the other one's falling on me. This is a disaster. Well, you get the gist of it. Okay, it was a struggle, but we've got it. The good thing about this roof is that it lets a lot of light and ventilation. The bad thing is that it lets mosquitoes in as well. So let's move on to the VW T7 and show you how good the rooftop is. I know I'm in the front, just wait for it. We have a button here and the rooftop just pops up. So you press the button and then it tells you to check if there's space. So yes, there's loads of space. Press it again and the magic is already happening. Just a little bit of a difference from 1982. And just like that, the van is telling me that the pop-up is fully open. In this T7, you have a voice control assistant and you can ask for many different things. For example, I can say, "Hello, Volkswagen. I'm cold."
No problem. It will get warmer at the front right shortly.
Front right, so it knows I'm sitting here. What? And now let me show you Fergus's, because you thought we didn't have one in Fergus, but we do. "Hello, Volkswagen.
Hey Annie, Fergus here.
I'm cold."
No problem. Turning the heating on. It will get warm soon.
This is the world's first AI and it was introduced in 1982 in this T25. Jokes, I'm only messing. We don't have anything like that. We don't have a radio. Speaking of radio, this is what we have in Fergus. We can't put a radio in it because it drains the battery. I don't know what wiring issue we have, but yeah, we just can't have a radio. In the T7, on the touchscreen, you have all the radio stations. You even have them filtered by category. So you have culture, news, music. A bit of a difference here as well. Let's have a look at the glove boxes. So in the T7, we have several of them. We have this one, slowly opens up. This one, and this one. Let's have a look at per Fergus. So the glove box in Fergus, there's only one, and it's held with a bit of string, because if you're not careful, everything will fall on your feet. So anytime you open the glove box, you have to like hold it gently. It's not like in that one, you can just let it fall. This one, you have to follow it gently. And most of the times this here, the string falls off it. So you just have to put it back on. And I'm actually not gonna let it go for too long. I don't trust that glove box, it happened too many times. So now let's compare the lights inside both vans. So in the T3 we have 4 LED bars just like this one. They are really bright and you have to turn them on and off directly from the light. Let's move to the T7. I'm realizing that the technology has actually changed so much. Right, are you ready for this? In the T7 you press a single button and all the lights in the van come on. And you can dim them. You can even touch them and they are on a dimmer. The T7 definitely wins this one.
I think it wins every one.
It's winning every single one so far, isn't it? Well, the keys are cool in Fergus too. They're like classic.
So now we're going to move on to how these vans start. I'll start with Fergus, the classic key. You have to put it into the ignition. You have to pull out the easy start choker. You have to turn the key. Wait about 10 seconds for the glow plugs to warm up. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Then you have to say a prayer, bless yourself, turn the key and hope it starts. Every time. Sorry, it's a little bit smoky. And with the brand new Volkswagen California, you don't even have to put the key in the ignition. Hold the brake down, press the button, and it starts. So in the new California, if you want to wash your window screen, it's pretty effective. Hold it down, and then you have a good coverage of water. Wait to see what Fergus does. And here we go. Sometimes they just leave hit the window. So you have a good clean roof, just a dirty window. So inside the dash on Fergus, you have your speedometer, you have your temperature gauge, and you have your fuel gauge, and you have a few other lights. 99% of the time, they don't all work perfectly. You could be driving and your speedometer will not work, and you'll actually have to hit the dash to get a spring back into action. Sometimes the fuel gauge doesn't work, you have to take off the dash cover, fiddle out a wire at the back, then it will work. Then you have your temperature gauge. Sometimes it goes very hot, sometimes it doesn't move at all. So you just never know what it's going to do on any given day. The lights in between, sometimes the battery light comes on, sometimes the glow plug light comes on. You just have to keep driving. So that's 43 years of engineering is catching up on poor old Fergie. So the dash on the T7 is pretty impressive. You have your speedometer, you have how much fuel you have left, it even reads the road signs, it tells you your speed, where you are on the road, your rev counter, your gear selector. It has everything, and of course everything works perfectly. There is no need to hit the dash in this one because it's flawless. On the new California, it has great wing mirrors, not like Fergus, and you can adjust them yourself. You can move them in and out, up or down. There's no need for me to call for Annie's help. Let me show you what Annie does.
So let me show you the wing mirrors in Fergus, because this is my full-time job. As all T3 owners know, these have so many blind spots and they don't like the wind. So when we are driving, Shane would always tell me, just flip it this way, tilt it that way, bit to the left, bit to the right, and then I have to put my window down and then start fiddling at the wing mirror. 2 seconds later, it's already back to whatever position. So yeah, this is the great technology. You just have to use your hands and then the wind will move it back. Let's move on to the heating system. So Fergus doesn't have aircon and the heating system is confusing as anything. We've been using this van for 4 years. We still don't really know which one does which. So we have 3 wheel levers here, and I think this one is for the temp. No, this one is for the temperature. I don't know. This is cold. This is hot. It's hot air all the time, to be honest. And then I think this is how much air, or if it goes up your feet, or look at. Hot air comes out of everywhere, really, like it doesn't matter what you do here. So you could be driving through Spain and boiling air would be getting at your feet. So you're going to be cooking anyway. So let us show you what the aircon and heating system is on the T7. So here on the screen, you have a drawing of the van and all the vents, and you can choose the temperature for the passenger, you can choose the temperature for the driver, where the air comes out of, and it even has preset modes. So you have here, defog windows, cold feet, warm my feet, fresh air, warm my hands, and rapid cooling. So you don't even need to start fiddling with the settings, you literally tap one of those modes and the van will just adjust to those settings. Bit of a difference here too.
So seeing as I'd be doing all the driving, this is where I spend a lot of the time, and on the Volkswagen California you have this beautiful steering wheel with all the buttons to control everything inside the van. Small, compact, very nice to hold, but it's also heated and it doesn't feel like you're driving a big bus. And you also have your Tiptronics to change the gears up here. So guys, this is the big massive bus steering wheel inside of Fergus. It is absolutely huge. When you're driving around, it does feel like you're in a bus, but when you're in a tight space, it is handy to turn because you get a big pull on it, but as there's no power steering, nothing, you have very little to grip, and yeah, it's weird. So while we're here, we might as well show you what the horn is like in Fergus. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not great if you need to use it in emergency, but all you have, like now, it doesn't work. Now it works. Whereas on the other hand, in the Volkswagen California, you're guaranteed it's going to work. You don't have to worry. So much better.
So now, let's move on to the windows. In the T7, they are automatic. You have 2 controls. You can just put it up as much as you want, or you press it and it goes all the way up for you. Let's move on to Fergus. And in Fergus, like everything else, everything is manual. There's nothing that it's like easy. So this window has broken on us so many times, it just falls and stays down. It happened to us in Mallorca and Shane had to fix it in the middle of the road. So this is the window in Fergus. For locking the van in the T7, you just press a button and all doors lock automatically and the alarm comes on. In Fergus, you have to go door by door, locking each of them and guessing which key is for which door, and there's no alarm. So you're just gonna take a little bit longer, and many times you'll forget to lock one of the doors.
So guys, here we are driving the brand new Volkswagen California Ocean and this thing is an absolute dream to drive. We'd never be able to drive like this in Fergus. So you have everything up here, you have your speedometer. The good thing is you don't have to worry about is it going to overheat or anything. So this is a 2-litre diesel model with a 7-speed automatic gearbox, or you have the option of Tiptronic if you want to change gear yourself. But the cool thing is if you want to go into sport mode, click this button and you feel the van take off. This is an absolute dream. I'm going back into eco mode because I want to save a little bit of diesel. But this van, just driving it is just a pleasure. Like, you wouldn't think twice about jumping in it and doing a 500-kilometer trip. It's so easy to drive. Here we are, guys, in Fergus. A huge difference compared to the Volkswagen California. We have our dials. I'd say we're doing around 25 miles an hour. Gauge says otherwise. Fuel gauge is working. Temperature hand seems to be working, but we've hit a hill, so we have no speed now. So this is what it's like to drive a 43-year-old van. Feels like you're driving a bus. Steering wheel is kind of all over the place. If you want to cross the white lines, he doesn't care. It's totally different. Horn works. So the unfortunate thing about Fergus is that it's a 4-speed manual, not a 7-speed automatic, and you have to change the gears. This gear stick all over the place. Sometimes you don't even know what gear you're in. Pops out of reverse sometimes. You just never know.
So guys, leave then in the comments which van you would prefer. €3,000 Volkswagen T25 or nearly €100,000 Volkswagen T7. We are going to take this van on a trip around Ireland, so stay tuned as we test this van out to find out what it's like to travel in luxury.